And welcome back to Love Bites, the game approved by 4 out of 5 members of Def Leppard. When we last left off, we had eliminated another possible suitor. We had kissed our stepsister. We had found out that Ashley here was a werewolf, and in between all that, things got weird. So, pretty much business as usual in this town. Oh yeah, and the same unknown individual showed up and amazingly enough didn't offer us a job, but he did offer us a doomsday prophecy. So then, we are here in the greenhouse with Ashley. You inhale deeply as a myriad of scents salts your nostrils, rising from the large variety of plants being raised in this greenhouse. From the corner of your eye, you see Ashley elbow deep in a tub of soil, mixing it up by hand, occasionally adding something from a nearby bag. I'm just waiting to see her, like, lift her leg and shit in it, just to put fertilizer in, you know. Yeah. Well, welcome to Love Bites. You will find no therapists here. How did you know that I like dirty girls? Tossing a speck of dirt your way. Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to say something like that. Tramp. Am I getting predictable in my old age? Smirks. If you're old, then what does that make me? I am 5 years older than you. What, in dog years, or... Well-seasoned, experienced, vintage. Michael Cole, vintage Ashley, vintage werewolf. Okay, so how do we insult her? I don't know if Red Panda Raku is back or not. So we have experienced and well-seasoned. I don't know if Red Panda Raku is here right now, so I'll call it a tie between those two. She's not a steak. Werewolf rub. You know, I'm gonna break ranks and go vintage. Just because there's a wrestling announcer named Michael Cole for the WWE that keeps calling everything vintage. Like when somebody hits a move, it's like vintage. You know, this guy, and that's just become ingrained in my head. So we're gonna do vintage. I'm just gonna make neither of you happy. I would think you're vintage. This better not be some kind of Carr joke. I was thinking more of a fine wine, the better to taste. I was thinking more like milk. And let me guess, he would be the taste tester. Oh, just fuck already. Ashley wraps up what she is doing and quickly washes her hands off. Though clean, you can still detect the hint of spilled dirt. Hey, that smells like me. Like an open grave. Looks like someone is in a playful mood. It's either that or wallow in self-pity. I know which one is more fun. It depends on your outlook, really. I know lots of people that enjoy wallowing in self-pity. Now clean, Ashley comes towards you and presses her lips against yours in a short but sweet kiss. Her right hand trails down the middle of your... Yeah, I taste your stepsister on your lips. Grr. Her right hand trails down the middle of your back, holding you close. Yeah, I guess I'm not the only one feeling a little frisky. No, friskies would be the were-lion. Guilty as charged. Ashley steps back and then gives a slight sigh of regret. I'm sorry to meet you here. I know we had a date, but something came up. Don't think anything of it. Stuff happens. Still, I'm glad that you were able to stop by. It sure made the day go better. I won't deny that I was half afraid that something supernatural happened. I mean, maybe you made some dryad jealous, assuming they exist. Yes, but most of them don't care for greenhouses. They like to be out in the open, not cooped up in some building. I now have the image of somebody going to, like, Lowe's or Home Depot and buying one of those small plants in the plastic square pots that you just you like put down in your garden, and it would grow like around it and out of it, and having like a dryad, like a little tiny dryad in one of those, like, buy me, buy me. I'll make tomatoes. So if you don't mind me asking, what happened? Oh, I needed to put some additives into this soil. Unfortunately, the compound came today, not tomorrow, and it would have degraded if I waited that long. Makes sense, especially if it was a bit expensive. That it was. Plus, I had some news I wanted to tell you, and this is a nice private spot. Oh boy. Hey? I gather is about my condition? What have you found out? I mean, I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, sadly it did, Miss Fickett. Unfortunately, not a lot on my own. However, I know someone who is interested about it, and they agreed to meet you. Have you heard the name Angus Shrim? Do I know them? What do they want? You might know them, but I don't want to reveal it. I mean, the caster might be listening even now. Oh, yeah. I guess that's what they meant. I was like, the caster? Like, you mean the wheel on your office chair? Frowns. Are you afraid I would turn traitor? No, you've shown that you are still in control of yourself. If you weren't, I'd be rampaging up and down the street. At least until someone put a bullet in your head. Oh, so there is a cure. Good point. However, that doesn't mean the caster couldn't still snoop on you. After all, they were aware of your presence when we fought. Eh? So he could be listening in on us now? Then why even mention it at all? They might, but not likely. I mean, they only acted when I started sniffing around. As opposed to what you're sort of doing now. Oh, hey, Red Panda Raku, welcome back. So when do we get to meet, or is that secret? Sometime next week. I tried to make it sooner, but they were unable to. Then I guess there was no avoiding it. So while I'm here, is there anything I can give you a hand with? Ashley takes you to a small bed of flowers, a small riot of colors on display. That's actually an interesting turn of phrase. This looks really nice. Thanks. What is your favorite flower? Black Lotus. It gives me plenty of mana when I need to cast something. Not going to give me a bouquet of them? Unless you wish me to adorn your bed. No, I have something else in mind. Red rose, blue lilac, or pink honeysuckle. So what is she like, everyone? Down with wolf fertilizer. Don't shit on me. Lift us up, don't lift your leg. You know, down with could also mean they're into it. You know, I know some people on those videos like to do that kind of thing. Red Panda Raku, what do you think? We're going with Red Rose. Oh, we have one to Botanist. Okay, Red Rose is a classic. At least you didn't say predictable. There is no right or wrong answer, just what you like. Thanks, that's all I need for now. There is no right or wrong answer, but just so you know, if you picked pink, this would have been over. Well, I hope it is a pleasant surprise. Given my luck, I probably picked out the flowers for my own funeral. Nothing as macabre as that, I swear. Drip, drip, drip. Holy shit. Stress level 100%. Oh boy. A cyclone of fury seems to emanate from the pit of your stomach, overwhelming your soul and mind. Your consciousness is imprisoned as a dark entity takes possession of your body. Totally helpless, you slaughter your way through a flood of people before fleeing into the darkness, occasionally emerging to wreak another bloody harvest. Stories and urban legends are a dark legacy to your fate. Yeah, it appears so. Okay, so well, you know, we overstressed ourselves, and that's apparently what happens. I forgot about that. Okay, so we have an option here, if folks want to do it. I have a save for the start of the week, where we can reduce some of the time we spend working, and that would bring our stress level down enough to where we get at the end of the week, we get to the end of the week rather, without having the stress overflow. Hopefully I can trim down stuff enough to make it happen. So the question is, do you want to try again? So everybody please let me know now. Misfit, we are going to get you together with Egon no matter what, I swear it. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. I need to chop the exotic dancing down to almost nothing. Bring the record store down another one. No, actually, we bought Victor's Gift before this. Yeah, the gift was bought on the weekend. Let's see. Let's see if the... I'll lower that a little bit. I'm going to lower that just a bit more. So the main focus of the activity is going to be on Tuesday with Victor. Alright, so let's see. Let's see if that works out any better. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go through this relatively quickly because we already did last time. I think Wednesday would be, and Thursday would be automatic stress relief, because we seem to just rest. And we talked to the Raven last time. I'll look at the mausoleum door this time, actually. Or I tell you what, I'll leave it up to you all. We talked to the Raven last time. What do you feel like we should do here? Tombstone. Okay. You look at a tombstone. It's pepperoni and cheese. You glance at a nearby tombstone and read the inscription. Here lies Rebecca Kincaid, born 1843, died 1926. I wonder if it is a relative. Maybe I can check. Maybe I can check later. Yeah, maybe I can check later. Just as the thought leaves your head, you look at the ground again, and somehow you know you could burrow through it in a matter of minutes, and you don't know where this certainty came from. About that time, Sabrina making her way to you. Actual? Are you saying all the ghost stories which take place here are fake? Fake haunting news? Of course not. Hauntings tend to occur when something very emotional happens in an area. Usually the most common ones are where someone died. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Misfit. Well, if I was murdered, I'd like to think it mattered a great deal to me. You know what, I'd have issues if someone deaded me, you know? That doesn't include funeral rites. Each culture has their own take, but it is meant to ensure a peaceful rest. And considering we aren't ass-deep inspectors, it must work. You could be ass-deep inspectors, you really wouldn't know. The two of you walk together through the grass, the only sound coming as you disturb the blades of the lawnmower. Ah! My ankles! That's all interesting, but was there a reason you wanted to meet here? Yeah, see that open plot back there? Get in. Do you remember how things were after Dad and Mom got married? It was tough. Your father was nice enough, but he just wasn't Dad, at least to me and Brandon, if that makes any sense. It does. I felt the same way with your mother. She was nice enough, but I couldn't help but feel she was an imposter. It wasn't how I met your mother. Do you remember the time we then visited your grandparents, the ones on your mom's side? Sabrina's words bring to mind an incident over 10 years later, but one emblazoned in your mind. Or 10 years earlier. This incident is going to happen in 10 years, and I'm pissed about it already. But do you feel the same way? New play, new day, so perhaps or yes? Kit and I already know what you're going to pick. Yeah, I made the rant last time about how, you know, notifications, things and such are like, would you like us to do this, or do you want to let this know your location? And your options are yes, maybe later. And I'm like, I just want the option that says no, and don't ask me again. You don't want to see your stepsister in anguish, but unfortunately you say the first thing that comes to your mind. Tacos. Sabrina begins walking away slowly, turning her head back to you. Every step she takes, you feel a pain in your heart. Every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you. After just more steps, you run back to her and hug her. No specific amount of steps, just more. Yeah, exactly. You know, we're spreading our love all over town, telling everybody we love each other. You know, and this ain't gonna end well. I am sorry. Yes, I love you too, more than a sister. I think I mentioned this last time too, but I'm not really happy about the writing here, because it didn't really give us a solid out to begin with, and then it turned, you know, well, kind of, sort of, okay. Yeah. So this was a real railroading part, I think. All I can say is, as a writer, if I would have tried really hard to avoid this. But you just said, I know, but seeing you go away after opening your heart to me, I don't know. You hold the lock and I hold the key. Every step you made away from me hurt me. That moment I knew my feelings for you were real too. Did I just make the same Madonna joke 2 times in the same night? Oh yeah, hurted. From me, hurted me. I guess, you know, when you're in love, grammar just doesn't matter that much. Really? I don't know. Whatever. It worked both times. Sabrina smiles and hugs you back. It lasts a few moments and you can hear her heart beating fast. I really need to go now, but I'm happy we talked about this. By the way, can you give me my heart back? I noticed you just ripped it out of my chest and started gnawing on it. I'm gonna need that. Spurt. Me too. Maybe next time we talk about this, we'll be on a romantic date and not in a graveyard. Graveyard. Chuckles. Yeah, I'd like that. So let's see. I don't remember what we did last time. Look at the books in the back, look closer at the Chupacabra, play the levers with the levers on the wall console. Yes, he has a Chupacabra in a glass jar. Okay. So do you want to continue thumbing through the yellow pages, Misfit Kitten? Oh, and you were there too, Diode. Okay. Alright, well, do you want to take the same option now? Let's hit some levers. Not the big candy-like red button. Oh boy, this ought to be good. You really haven't had an opportunity to examine the equipment, so you decide that this would be a perfect time. There are 7 levers before you, and you are unsure which one to pull. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, yeah, truly scientific. You reach out and pull the 3rd lever and are briefly blinded as sunlight fills the air, and you see a part of the roof start to separate. So I admit his lab is in the Alamo Dome? Or the Astrodome, whatever the fuck. Why am I making a sports joke? I know I'm going to screw it up. Which is the one with the roof? I think that's the Astrodome. Well, okay, whatever. You get what I was trying for. Moving on. Pulling the 4th lever causes the massive table in the middle of the room to go up and down. Then you pull the 5th lever and hear a loud ding. A small panel opens on the console and fresh buttered toast pops up. He has a dedicated lever for toast. So if he pulled or she pulled lever 6, would that be like cinnamon toast crunch or something like that, or French toast? That would be awesome if you could just dedicate a lever to French toast whenever you wanted it. As interesting as this is, you then notice a nearby trash can filled with rubbish. Thank God she didn't blow up the whole freaking lab. Oh, this lever opens Pandora's box. I cleaned it out yesterday. You move a little closer and something seems quite off about them. They are accurate anatomical drawings of various female body parts. Oh, there you go. Well, I think it was the same way with the books. We, got a little bit of flavor text from the books and then, went to the trash can. This time around, we got toast. So, one of them looks to be a set of breasts labeled Nicole. Another paper looks to be a set of legs, and these are labeled Amarantha. Or Amarantha. I still don't know how to pronounce that damn name. Further digging brings up another paper, and this is labeled Reanimation. Greats, Dr. Herbert West. The details are quite thorough, mentioning something from an elixir vital to requiring the power of a storm. It's alive, sorta. You are about to look further when you hear footsteps behind you. You were so engrossed in the notes and the toast, you didn't even hear the lab door announce Victor's arrival. You pivot on your feet, putting your body in front of your recent discovery. I wasn't messing with the toast lever. I hope when the time comes around for me to put this video on YouTube, I decide to call it the toast lever. This is the best part of my day. I can come home to fresh buttered toast. Hey, someone's been playing with my lever. Victor lifts your hand to his lips, giving it a slight kiss, and you see a small flash of light illuminate your hand while an electric pulse sends a gentle thrill through your body. Yes, he has made himself a Victor vibrator. Oh, I asked you if you wanted to go on a date. I answered yes. Now, I may be new to these things, but isn't it customary to set a time and place to go? Yes, to hell now. Victor suddenly stiffens, and you see he is staring past you, and at the papers you dug out of the trash. Mumbles, I thought I disposed of those properly. And look how much toast you wasted. You could have at least saved me the crust. Victor shakes his head and takes a moment to compose himself. I'm wondering right there, like, let's see, so there are actually 7 levers there, so this would be the toast lever. This one right here. And I'm wondering if, like, maybe down here is where it dispenses. I don't know, see now it's got me thinking about this stuff. I mean, then again, it looks like this is the table that was supposed to go up and down, so, I don't know. I'm not sure where the toast would pop out. Maybe in the slot over here. Now, see, this is the exact kind of mentality I had that caused me to make the Mercs Mysteries video, like when I really want to know things and I start thinking it. Does the position of the lever determine how toasted it is? That's a good question, too. But normally, like on a regular toaster, you would pull the thing all the way down and it would just pop back up, but there would be a dial to determine how it's supposed to be toasted. Then again, most toasters, it never seemed to freaking matter, because no matter where the dial was, it would either be under-toasted or over-toasted. No bagel said. Okay, so does lever 6 dispense the cream cheese? Oh, okay, so all his funding came from Einstein Brothers bagels. Oh, wow. I cannot believe that tangent just occurred. Yes, I can. How much did you see? I saw your entire bagel-making process. Enough. I admit it does lead me to a question. Why were you trying to build a woman? I'm glad that was the question instead of, who did you, like, did you kill all those people to build your woman? Because we are basically talking about Dr. Frankenstein at this point. I swear it wasn't. It was just a thought exercise. Feeding you into the tangent. Yeah! Put on the sunglasses. Are you telling the truth, or do I have to worry about finding a shovel and some graveyard dirt in a closet? Because, you know, I can smell that graveyard dirt, and I will roll around in it. Yeah, if you've taken one whiff of me, you should understand that. I know how it must look, but... Relax, Victor, but I admit I'm curious. Why did you throw those away? They didn't even know I was alive. I already met the perfect person. Yeah, just give me a week. I'll, you know, bring you all the severed body parts you want. Victor stands steadfast as he looks adoringly at you, and you feel a slight warmth to your cheeks. Several minutes of awkward silence fill the room. I like you too, Victor. Honest? Yes. Yeah, so, okay, so the stepsister that we're not really into, clearly, you know, we give a love, and the guy that, you know, well, definitely Misfit Kitten likes, and we've had the highest relationship with, gets a hard like. Wow. Highway to the friend zone. What part do you like most? Your mind, your eyes, your butt. For those who haven't seen Victor with the club outfit, he does show a heck of a lot of skin. So his butt is probably good. Okay. One for eyes. Now, you do mean Victor's, not the two in the jar across the room, right? You have such lovely eyes. Are you finished with them? Are you an organ donor? Eyes. We're going with eyes. I like your eyes. All 4 of them? Ah! Victor points to his glasses, and you find yourself laughing at the self-deprecating joke. This is a good thing, since you felt a sudden dire urge to pluck his eyes from his head. This spate of violence fades as quickly as it came. I forgot about that. Let's get back to work. Oh, and what shall we do? I don't know. Think of the perfect man? Turnabout is fair play. Harold Ramis. You and Victor went to your new site today, only to quick retreat when the radiation meter went off the chart. The two of you underwent a decontamination procedure, which Victor promised would reduce the chances of developing an extra limb by 90%.
This episode's Saving Our Hot Buttered Soul was made possible by Mike Panza, Rick in Baltimore, Viceroy Scorn, Diode, Chumpy Cat, Shin Majin, the post-production contributions of Matthew Carr Anderson, and all my lever-headed lycanthro fans. Thank you very much for your continued support. Until we game again.